Hey! Welcome to the last episode of the Whippet build. It's been an emotional journey, hasn't it, lads?
Oh,
Yeah.
I should be
It's
sad to see
scarred
it
Gary
go.
for life.
Yeah, I've been in tears for weeks.
Oh, I've enjoyed it.
There you go.
Good.
I did as well.
Fun.
It's been a nice build.
It has. It has.
Yeah.
Good laugh. Good laugh. Good way to spend a Thursday morning.
Absolutely.
So here we are then, once again.
So, Gary. Oh, for God's sake.
Gary.
Yeah, Gary.
Doing this.
What have you been up to this week? Oh, you're very pixelated.
Right. Well, this week I have been mostly having some work done in the man cave. I have a new shelf up the top there. And I have a new desk area over there where the 3D printers.
Ooh.
Modeling wise, however,
very pixelated.
I have completed. Well, I'm all right on my screen. I have completed my Huey
for
the Vietnam build and put it on the base.
Nice.
So that's what I'm doing this week. What about you, John? What have you been doing this week?
Well, usual thing I do on Wednesdays is down at Fighter World, Air Force Museum outside the local base, and just hanging out there and chatting about models and all that sort of stuff with one of my friends that works here is madly into models, like insane. You should see his house. There's so many things in cabinets. It's wonderful. And then today, because the weather was beautiful, it was about probably about 18 degrees, perfect blue sky. So I took the scooter out for a blat. I hadn't taken it out for a while, so I gave it a good run. Trying to look for a particular colour Vallejo thing. Went to about 4 stores and none of them had them. But apart from that, been doing that sort of thing. Oh, and so on the modelling front, there's a B17. This is the FX 72nd scale B17 is starting to come together. There we go. So that's 909. Having a bit of problems with the decals because they were water damaged in the post. It was pouring rain the day that they arrived, so I think they were wet in the mailman's sack. That sounds wrong, but moving on. But they're okay. I don't have too many decals left on that. The Qatari Spitfire is primed, ready for paint, but basically I want to finish off the B17 first, because there's a buddy build on YouTube with Jason model kit stuff. And I believe it's to be finished by the end of this month. So I have about 3 days or so. Should be right.
That's a mere bagatelle for a modeler of your skills.
Yeah, and that's about it really. I did start the FX Chipmunk, the 48 scale one, but there's not that much to show with that one there. It's coming together. Nice kit so far. Where have I put it? Oh, there it is. So it's got Edward instrument panel and stuff, which you can't see because it's black in black and all that. But it's going together nice. But I'll leave that aside, I believe, until I have the B17 completed. And FX have got back to me that they're sending a gearbox. I was missing a gearbox for one of the engines to mount the prop. They've got one, so it's in the mail. Hooray. That's me. What about you, Mikey?
Me? Little old me? Well, yes, I'm here. I have added an extra wall to my thing. I've just got to do the outside of it. That's looking good. And I've been cataloguing my stash.
Oh.
Ooh.
Which has been fun. Didn't realise I had quite so many kits.
Catalogue. What, you put it on the spreadsheet thing, have you?
Yeah, I've done a spreadsheet on the computer, and I've put like where it's come from, how much each kit cost, and things like that, so I know how much I've spent and things,
Hmm.
Oh,
and how much
So-
models for heroes has sent me.
So what's that? Is it just a
Yeah.
Excel thing, or you're doing it on ScaleMates, or?
No, just on Excel.
Yeah.
Because then I can just keep it on my screen, on my computer and desktop, and open it whenever I want to check it.
In the cloud.
And I can also add my own information to it. Let's go through the chat because it's getting quite busy already. So, Tiff says, I'm alive. Hello, Modmin.
Yep.
Gary says, A up. A up, Gary. Jim says, good morning. He also says, Benny Hill music.
Good morning, Jim. Yeah.
Adi says, good morning. Good morning, Adi.
Oh, morning, mate.
Tiff says, morning, Jim and Adi. Kerry says, morning.
Hey.
Oh,
Good
hello.
morning, Kerry. Jim says, good morning to our trio of hosts. Good morning, Jim. Kay says, what shall we corrupt you with today? Oh, did he send you that picture that he sent me last night?
Yeah.
The
What picture's that?
one of the road sign.
Believe so. Yeah, I believe so.
So
There's a couple of them.
But the one with the road sign is one where it says glory hole such and such. Is an
There was that
actual
one.
place.
Not going down
Yes.
that route again.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
No, let's leave it. Move along.
Only
There's
you
nothing to
can
see here.
Steve T says,
Nothing
hello,
to see
everyone.
here.
Hello, Steve.
Hi, Steve.
The better looking Marley says, good day.
G'day.
Ah,
Jim says, good
Paul.
morning, Tiff, Adi, Kerry, Steve. Adi says, good morning, Tiff. Tiff says, hello, Steve. Jim says, good morning, Paul.
oh my.
Kerry says, morning, Jim.
It's like the Waltons.
He says, morning, Jim.
Bob.
Tiff says, hello, Paul. Jim says, Paul Marley, pardon me, good evening for those in Australia.
G'day.
Paul says, like. Kieran says, morning, old. Morning, Kieran.
Kieran?
Tiff says, hello, Kieran.
Kieran.
Erebus. Hi, everyone.
Well.
Hello, Erebus. Thanks for joining us.
Rebus.
Jim says, 909.
Welcome.
I remember seeing that plane. What? What?
I said good
What
morning.
did you see? Oh, okay.
I said good morning.
Jim says, 909. I
Everybody
remember
else
seeing
saying
that
good
plane. Stop talking! I will have a hissy fit.
We have a delay.
You'll have a bloody rope round your neck, you carry on. Oh. I've broken Gary. Take the comments off, Tiff.
Complete chaos within
So
9
yeah,
minutes.
so 909. This is the the B-17 I'm making is the one that crashed in 2019, I believe, at an air show in the States. Where you've probably seen the footage. Another plane piles into the back of it, and everyone died, which
Is
is
that mid-air?
pretty bad. Yeah.
All right, back to the comments. Now that Gary's recovered. Tiff says, hello, Rebus. Welcome to the stream. James is in. He says, wave. Hi.
Hi.
Jim says, Rebus, good morning and welcome to you. Such a friendly group, isn't it?
Oh
Kieran
yeah.
says, morning, Jim, Tiff, Kerry, Tiff, Paul, AD, Steve, and our three excellent. Oh, thank you very much, Kieran. Good
That's
morning.
Wonderful.
Jim says, squarish, good morning. Tiff says, squarish, wave. Jim says, Kieran, good morning. Kerry says, morning, Kieran. Gary, Kieran says, an Erebus and squarish. Gary Evans is in. He says, hello there, boyos. Good morning, Gary. Gary's not done his morning worship yet. To Gary. Sis says, Gary, hello.
Hello.
I can't see anything. No. Hang on. This is Mickey V. Oh no, what's going on? There you go. Yeah, we'll consider it. Go on then. What the
I forgot what I was going to say now.
And back to the comments. Steve said, I got a mini out coal lorry kit. I was planning to start it today, but when I opened it and saw all the flash, I quickly closed it again. Oh, don't worry. These things happen with kits. You just got to deal with it.
I
Just
probably
not
doesn't
do
have any
kits.
Smash.
thousands of parts.
Yeah.
I'd be very interested in building out one myself. It looks.
I
A
would
good
as well,
friend
actually.
on YouTube has done a job of that, but he put actual Welsh coal in the tray of it. It looks wonderful. Yeah.
I'd be interested in doing it. My granddad used to be a miner.
Well, yeah.
Kieran
But
says,
then what? Grew up?
no, he was actually the first on scene at the Bulawayo mining disaster and everything in Africa.
Oh.
He was one of the first people to attend the explosion. What's Gary saying now?
Don't know.
Yes, you can speak.
If me and my brother had gone to public school, he'd been Morris Minor.
Oh, very good. Next, Kieran says, hi, Gary. Jim says, good morning, Gary. Jim says, I have my coffee and eclairs at the ready. Gary Stuff says, silence in the ranks. Yeah, Gary. Listen to your God, your saint. Ariva says, good afternoon, Ben. Who's Ben? Have we got a Ben in? Ooh.
No, not as far as I know.
Jim says, permission to speak very urgently, sir.
Oh, God.
And Kerry says, don't let him speak again. So, John, now this is a two-man show.
Yeah. Well, it seems to be. We've got an hour of greetings and then an hour of farewells till next time. I think this has become a very sort of weird show indeed. Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Oh. So I'm going to switch cameras and begin. So this is as we said, we've we're pretty much like the kits are done. The tanks themselves are complete pretty much. I mean, all I've got to put on is I've got the tow cable to fit on the side, and then just more gack, washers and all that stuff.
It's not just me.
No.
Last comment up, Tiff.
Let's have a close look at Gary's there.
Oh, Gary. Ariba says, hello, Gary. All 12 pixels of you. See, it's not just me.
No, he's just a very plain-looking guy.
Yeah. He's got 1 block for his head, 2 blocks for his shoulders.
No, I don't know. It's not so bad. What I don't understand is, for a country that's so small, the internet's pretty awful over there. It seems to be like more reliable at this end than that end, and everyone complains about internet speed here. I don't understand that. Oh well.
It started playing up yesterday afternoon on our club session. I think it was just after you'd gone, or around about the time you were going, John, and then it just got absolutely pants. I don't know what the viewing members of the group are seeing, whether the quality is pants. It's certainly a couple of times it's looked pretty rubbish on here.
Right.
What's happening in YouTube land? Is the picture okay in YouTube land?
No, you're clear now.
Whatever it'll be my fault. Mikey always blames me.
Of course it's your fault.
I'm just saying, that's all. But
Boris.
I've done my recognition stripes. They're done.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, show us how that turned out, if you will, Gary.
Did
Could we
them
zoom
with
in
the
on?
acrylic pen. There's a little bit of tidying up to do on one of them, but
Oh yeah, so
Oh, very nice. Oh boy.
the white is painted and the red is a Posca
the
pen or
white was
equivalent.
sprayed with AK Real Colors, flat white, and I then used a Tool Art acrylic paint pen, and did the actual stripe, because to actually mask it up and spray it would have been a nightmare, because I've got to mask over the all the lumps and bumps, and so I just put a 2 strips of masking tape down and got it down as best I could, and then just coloured it in.
Right.
And I did it without the use of numbers.
Oh, okay.
Oh well, this is going well.
What have you broken there, Mikey?
What do you want? Do you want me to do my Friends and Models for Heroes thing before I move my camera down to the bench, or
Yes.
Mr. Director? Well then, I'm sure modelling.
Hang on. There you go.
Oh, he hasn't given you permission to speak.
StreamYard isn't working right today at all.
Permission to wobble bottom lip.
Carry on, sir.
That's not the bottom lip, that's the whole head.
The jowls and everything.
Friends of Models for Heroes is an IPMS registered online modelling club who support the work and the activities of Models for Heroes. We have a Facebook site, a Discord site, which is very active. You're bored of hearing. And we have a YouTube channel, which is growing in popularity slowly. We're up to about 73 subscribers now, and we have views. The cost of membership is £12 a year for over 18s. Under 18s, it is free. You do not have to be a veteran, a serviceman, personnel, members of the emergency services can join. We are a supporters club for the work that Models for Heroes does. We will be attending shows in the UK, certainly Telford. Have you been to Telford, John?
I have been to Telford. Thanks for bringing that up.
And various other ones. We're trying to increase our appearances at shows, especially this year. Yeah, we're trying to grow our membership and try and raise funds for the charitable work that Models for Heroes does. So there you go. Back to the studio. I like saying that. Right, can I put my camera down? Technical bit.
Yeah, I got these the other week.
Oh,
Wizard.
Life color.
What's going on?
Just non-smelling washes. They have deep rust, eroding light rust, orange marks, and yellow marks. And for free, you get the remover as well.
Oh.
So I'm going to have a go at using this. I've never used it before.
Describe my underpants.
Problem is, I can't remember if it's enamel or
not. I would say it should tell you on there, but I would put money on it being enamel. Is it liquid?
Yeah, it's just a wash.
Yeah. Put money on it being enamel.
Yeah. I better get some white spirits on.
Test it on a bit of scrap.
Yeah.
Test it on a bit of scrap.
Good idea, old boy. Good old idea.
Yeah, there you go. Had an idea.
Oh, I know. I can test it on the underneath of the tank.
What do you mean you have to paint the underneath of a tank? I've been listening to Mr. Childs. Oh, but you're all pally with Mr. Childs now, aren't you? Now, because Models for Heroes sent you a kit, didn't they?
Oh, apparently you use the remover to take it off rather than more.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
maybe the clue's in the title.
Well, we can give it a try. We can give it a try.
Give it a try.
So
So, what interesting packages have you received this week, Mike?
I received a pack of 4 of the Bernard Cornwell Sharp novels.
Oh yeah.
And I have received, if I can find my phone. Oh, I must have left it. No, I haven't. I'll show you a picture because it's in the other room. Where is it? There it is. Something arrived from Mr. Charles yesterday.
Hmm.
You'll like it, John.
Oh. Oh. What is it? Wingnut Wings. What?
FE2B.
FE2B.
That plane there.
Yeah. Yeah. That one.
So
Well done,
that's gonna
you.
be. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful kit.
Yes.
Ooh, I've also been working on the thumbnail for the next series as well.
Oh,
Okay.
More on that later on in the show.
Yes. I think you'll like it.
Any interest, Joe?
Sorry, you're a bit breaky up there. Say again.
Any interesting week?
Yeah. Okay. Any interesting what? Sorry.
Have you been up to anything interesting this week?
Bought anything this week?
Have I bought anything this week? Yeah, I have. Okay, this Paul Marley, look away now because he's going to. There's going to be an intervention. But yeah, this will be familiar to Mikey. It's the Edward.
I've got that.
I know.
I've got that
the
kit.
Edward Fokker D7 OEW, which is.
Is that for the future series we talked about?
Well, that's going to have to go on hold, isn't it? The future series because I got outbid. Darn it!
Yeah.
So, 48 scale kit.
We'll have to fundraise to buy Gary a kit.
Have a look at this. So this has got one huge sheet of decals, so the lozenge sort of scheme, another huge sheet of the rib tapes, an errata of rib tapes, and another huge sheet of the Dirkels, lots of crosses and all that sort of stuff like that. So it's a crazy amount of decals for a 48 scale kit. But
Yeah.
oh my god, it looks lovely.
Yeah, it's
Lovely jobby.
Exactly the same kit I've got.
Yes. In fact, the first I'd heard of it is when you got it for Christmas with the Models for Heroes.
Secret
Models for Heroes. What are the Secret Santa? But yeah, like Paul won't condone me purchasing this one.
So, shall we unveil the thumbnail for the next series?
Oh, let's do that.
Why not?
Are you ready? In fact, I'm going to put it on Gary's tank and then I'm going to line the camera up. Ready? Are you ready?
Oh yeah.
Needs to be in focus as well.
Oh, but Gary's wearing goggles. Oh, and we're holding beers. I do like that one.
I've not got the beer.
No, you're the one with the flying goggles. And the leather flying helmet.
It's
I was going to
Gary's
put
really
celery on
blind.
there as well, but I thought, no, better not.
Yeah.
That's
Very
another
cool.
cool, isn't it?
Put my CPAP mask on as well. I'd look full.
Do you know what? There was actually a helmet with a mask on. I was going to use it. I thought no, because then it'll just look like a lion's body with a big helmet on. Yeah, that's going to be the new.
Well,
No.
there we go.
From next week.
Yeah, next Thursday,
Yes.
whatever time we decide to start. Are we staying with 11?
Yeah, it seems to work a bit better, doesn't it?
Cool.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Cool,
Where's
cool,
my
cool.
Super glue.
Problem with these tanks is trying to find a way of holding it where you're not going to do any damage to it once it's made. Because there's that many little handles and that stick out and things.
Oh, I've lost nearly all of my handles, grab handles on there. Nearly every single one.
You mean all the hooks on the side for supporting the tow cables?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've also got the handles on the bonnet as well.
Yeah.
I've got them on. They're on. They're still on, but I have got one missing on one side. Go on, John.
Have all three of us painted the underneath?
Yes.
That's
Malcolm Charles
controversial.
is not going to be happy.
No, he's not going to be happy at all.
Talking of interventions, there will be another intervention, I think, when he finds out.
So, yeah, Malcolm's view is we have a sort of an ongoing joke, really. But basically his view is no one will see it. No one picks up tanks in competitions or on tables or whatever. So it's just wasted
Apparently
paint.
not.
And no one's even sure if they actually did paint the underside of tanks, certainly in camouflage colours. Aircraft, yes, because of course you can see from the bottom and the top. But tanks generally, they're only sort of the right way up, unless they're Russian, of course.
Oh,
or Australian.
Yes, Australian.
Well,
Right.
I uploaded a new video to our YouTube channel yesterday, which was a tour of the new Models for Heroes headquarters conducted by the man himself. It's only about 3 minutes long. People can go along and see where the magic happens.
So apart from going to Telford, Mr. Paul Marley and I have been to Models for Heroes HQ.
The old one.
Yeah, the old one. And Malcolm gave us a look around, basically, the old facility. So we know exactly where it is and all that sort of stuff. It's wonderful, in fact. He was the first guy we saw in the UK, like certainly the Models for Heroes.
First friendly space.
Yeah. So I got a big hug, and that was nice.
Must have been like being hugged by Chewbacca.
Aww.
I've just had a message from my daughter, says, sort your camera angle out. You've only got half your tank on the screen. Yeah, something's gone a little bit astray.
One of play rod's gone out askew on treadle.
Let's go through comments because it's getting away from us again. It's going. She's getting busy. Kerry says signal's a bit crap in Telford today. Frank Holder says, morning all, can we do a fundraiser to buy Gary a camera that wasn't made in the 80s?
This is a new one.
The better looking Marley says, is it finished yet, John?
Oh,
oh, hello. I'm leaking.
Jim says, currently you're coming across loud and clear, Gary.
It's the picture I'm worried about.
Funnily enough, it's a lot better since you took it off your face. No, it is. It's not pixelated now.
How do you not know my face is pixelated anyway in real life? To keep my identity secret.
You walk around with a black box across your eyes, do you?
Otherwise, I have to fight Kylie and Taylor off with a big stick.
Yeah. I do like the disguise you've chosen to be sort of like a clandestine is like the shape, form, and palette of a potato. So yeah, well done, Gary. That's really nice.
He's really a 20-year-old man. Kerry says, Paul, you beat me to it. Tiff says, it's because we pressed it at the same time. Ah, okay. Reva says, tell everyone in north of England to stop using the internet for a bit. Yeah, everyone north of Wales. Adi says, is that mental age or real age for membership? In your case, we make an exception. Jim says, question, were the recognition stripes hand-painted on British tanks?
I would say they were.
I reckon.
They were painted in the field. So they'd got the orders whilst they're in the harbour areas and things like that in the woods. So they'd just grabbed a paintbrush and painted them on.
Yeah.
Or a yard brush or whatever. They had to hand paint.
So when you're doing things like that, you don't have to have it exactly perfectly straight. You know, it's sometimes these things, like D-Day stripes, isn't it? Sometimes these things were done in a rush.
Yeah, that's why there's no point getting het up over like sticking to the exact measurements and things like that, because whilst the instructions, the orders gave specific instructions on dimensions and things, the actual people that painted them didn't do that. They just did their best.
Yeah.
I can imagine
Sorry, go on.
No, carry on. Sorry.
Jim says live colours is from Italy. Yes.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes, I think it is.
I have no idea. I just like the box. Skelly says, hello, folks. Are we well? Hello, Skelly.
Morning, Mr. Skelly.
Skellington. Steve says, it'll say on the bottles if it's enamel or acrylic. Yeah, it just says use the wash. So I'll use the wash. Remove it. Jim says, Mr. Skelly, good morning. Doing very well, Dave. Steve says, I have the Fokker D7 too. You can get cream for that. He says, sorry, couldn't resist. Oh, what did you say?
She probably had a pop at me. Everybody seems to be doing it today.
Oh, that could have been when she messaged you.
Yeah.
Jim says, the Fokker D7, my personal favourite plane of World War One. Very nice, John.
Never built a World War One aircraft.
Well, you will be soon.
I haven't got one, so
we will. We're going to do a fundraiser and raise you funds for World War One aircraft.
GoFundMe.
Yeah.
So
we're going to do a GoFundMe, Gary.
What you might enjoy about a Fokker D7 there, Gary, is let me just reach across and grab the instrucciones. Really fun. You know, life color being Italian, you'd think they'd call themselves Colore della Vita. But, all right, so that's all the rigging there is on it. Excuse the shadow.
Yeah, nowhere near as much as the FE2B.
That's far too much.
There's control cables at the rear for the elevator and rudder. And a bit on the trapeze there, but there's no bracing wires on the interplane struts or anything at all. So that's one that Gary would be able to do.
I was looking at the price of that kit last night, actually, when I was putting it into my dash tracker. I'll tell you the price now, Gary.
Okay.
Right. So
I'm waiting here with bated breath.
Fokker D7, kit 8136, aircraft, World War One. £21.24.
How much?
£21.24.
Edward?
Yeah.
Yep. Next. Our survey says. Question: what brand of beer are you drinking in the promo image? Ooh, good question. What beer do I drink?
Well, if I had a beer in the picture, at the moment I have a keg of Goose Island Midway.
I could give you. Can't give you a keg of beer because your paws are on the floor in the picture, but I could give you some wet celery.
The flying helmet and the stick of wet celery.
Yeah.
No.
Uh,
Nope.
The better looking Marley says, "Nice thumbnail, Mikey. You talented bugger, you." Thank you very much, John. Paul.
Yeah. Rookie mistake.
Yeah.
You know, since you shaved your beard off, there's not much difference, is there?
Well, he shaved his off too.
That's what I mean. You both look exactly the same now. Kerry says, "Knowing my dad, it's anything alcoholic."
Are you trying to? Trying to say?
Ariba says, "What the f? A £300 wing nut kit wears."
Okay. I've shut up. I've stopped talking.
I didn't get a chance to read that out. I have to stop halfway. Ariba says, "What the fuck? A £300 wing nut kit? Where's mine?" Ah. Gotta have the right contacts. And you got to ask very nicely. Jim says, "There are stands made for model vehicles that I myself must purchase." I like making stands. It's a lot more fun.
I need to purchase a stand for my wooden ship that I'm declaring finished. I rang a mob yesterday in Melbourne, and then I thought, well, hang on, I'm in Melbourne like in a week and a half, so I'll drop in there and choose which stand I like. A place called Floater Boat in Ringwood.
Very good. Can we carry on with the comments?
Please do. Sorry about that.
Jim says, "I use the underside of my tank models as proving ground for paints, weathering techniques, etc." Exactly. That's what it's there for. Jim says, "The notable lack of rigging is one reason the D7 is my favourite World War I plane to model." Jim says, "Goose Island beer, good choice, Gary. That's located in Chicago."
Is it?
I have no idea. And Duke Wellington's in. He says, "Good day, blokes and Sheilas." Good day, Duke.
Hey,
The better looking Marley says, "Mikey, I suggest that you give Gary a beer in that image. You can place it by the lines nether regions, placing it on the bar." I could put a pint pot next to you, couldn't I? I just like the look of this. I just think you look funny in that white helmet.
Oh, yeah.
You could do, sir. I do not mind.
So, as for the beer question, this will I'll repeat it when we do the actual show. But looking at the Bible, that is Leo McKinstry's book, Portrait of a Legend, Spitfire. It says there was one other Spitfire version that deserves a mention, only for its eccentricity. So-called the Mark 30 XXX. Get it? Alcohol XXX. Actually a Mark 5C, modified to carry beer barrels across the channel to thirsty troops in northern France after D-Day. The beer was provided by the Sussex brewers of Henty and Constable, and one 18-gallon beer barrel was fitted underneath each wing using the adapted bomb rack. Geoffrey Quill, who was involved in the important project, later joked, "We were a little concerned about the strength situation of the barrels, but on application to Henty and Constable, we were astonished to find that being flown on bomb racks of a Spitfire was a case that had not been taken into consideration by the design of the barrels." There we go.
I like this. I think it's adding a little bit more detail. AD says, "Why John is on about a ship, I'm working on the Queen Mary too."
Ooh,
excellent.
Are you? I love the Queen Mary too.
Cheers. Jim says, "The stands, for lack of a better term. I mean, I meant to mount the model whilst painting, weathering, detailing, etc." Oh, gotcha. Yes, I see. Kerry says, "Don't give him a beer, give him a crayon instead."
Safer.
What? Just put red ink, red wax all around his mouth.
I was not a Romarine.
Jim says, Duke, good evening to you, Duke. And we have 13 people watching. So don't forget to like and subscribe to all 3 channels, if possible. If you like what you see, or even if you don't. We don't mind. Kerry said, yes, Mikey, do it.
Do it.
Could we possibly have the links to the other 2 channels in the chat, please, Modmin?
Have
Because we need to boost
question.
the Friends of Moles as well. Sorry?
Question.
Go on.
The part that goes on the back of this here tank, spuds.
Yeah.
There are 2 holes. Is it the smaller one at the top or the bigger one at the bottom
Yes.
that it goes in?
On the
Holes.
back.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you mean.
I mean that back. Not the hollow back.
Which step of the instructions are we referring, Gary?
You can turn your tank upside down, Gary.
Oh, he's froze.
He has frozen. Either that or he's staying very still. You like my woodwork?
Hole.
There you go, John. What do you think of the woodwork?
Oh, can we have a close look at your quadrant, please?
There you go. Oh, somebody's just
Oh, he's
rattled off
gone.
inside. It's one of the machine guns.
Yeah, and Gary's just rattled off too. Oh, okay, yeah. That looks like wood.
Yeah.
I do love your tracks. They look great.
Thank you.
I
One of the
painted
machine
my,
guns just rattled off inside. The bastard.
Oh, it pushed in.
Yeah, it just
What?
dropped inside.
That's a bugger.
There was no way of getting that out again.
No.
So. Oh well.
Yeah, mine is still there, but yeah.
Oh, Gary's dropped out of StreamYard altogether. He's had enough. Oh look, little car park, little tank park.
Oh, he's coming back.
Yes, he's back
Hello.
again.
Ah, hello.
Sorry about that. My internet dropped out. What I was
My
saying,
machine gun fell
I
inside.
don't know whether you...
Go on.
They've got 2 holes at the back here. One at the top, and then a slightly larger one there. Which one?
Yeah.
Does this hole in the middle of this thing go into? Is it the top or the bottom?
Middle of what? What? You're making no sense, man. You're too
The
close to the
bar.
camera for a start.
This bar,
that
that
goes
the
across.
sit on.
Yes.
Yeah, has
It goes just underneath the
that looks like the top.
angle line.
Yeah,
the angle
top
line at
one.
the top.
Mm.
Okay.
It's like the width of the.
Question is on.
steel
There's a
clips.
hole there for it. Look.
Yeah, ignore the hole.
Yeah. Oh, fucking hell. That's a big truck. Yeah. Never mind. Machine gun's going to be rattling around forevermore. Now, the problem I've got
Let one
is
drop
there's
inside.
green tinge to this paint, this dark earth.
Yeah.
And I think, because I'm using deep rust, it's got like a red pigment in it. And I'm red-green colorblind, so it's very difficult for me to see where I've done.
Your tank's a lovely shade of red. I think it's wonderful.
Thank you.
So I can just imagine General Haig, or whatever they called him in those days, liking a...
What are you talking about, old boy?
I don't know. I just don't know anymore.
He's lost the plot.
The world
So
has
how have
just
you guys
become too
found this
much
kit?
different.
How have I found the kit? I've really enjoyed it. It's a certainly no fit issues. I think it's very enjoyable. And for a guy that doesn't particularly do armor too often, it's been a good diversion.
Hmm.
I've
Would I
loved
build
every
another?
minute.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, loved every single. And I've been building it with my mates as well, so
Yeah.
that's been
Here's
that's
that.
been good. And
Oh, yeah, big
made some
mushy.
new friends while I've built. I've made some new
The
friends
tow
whilst I've
cables,
been
by the way, they're
building it.
actually
Well,
the kit supplies metal rope, I guess you'd call it, for the
Yeah.
tow cables. It says to trim
190
them to 100,
190 millimeters.
190 mil. So and then that stretches in from the one hook around to the other. So that's rather nice. Hooray! Yeah. Actually, I should put a couple more spots of super glue around.
80 says Gary's got banned for using bad words.
Oh no.
And Kerry says your tank is beautiful and pink, Mikey. Why, thank you.
Mhm.
Don't confuse my
I
little
haven't
brain
used
anymore.
a bad word. I haven't used a bad word today.
Unusual for you. But there again, you've been dropping in and out all day. So.
Well, you know.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
let's
just
see
the
if I
last
can
couple of
see it.
days the internet's been awful in the UK. But I'm going to a new internet provider next week.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm moving away from my current provider to a new one because my monthly payment was going from £26 a month to £51 a month just for broadband.
Oh,
That's a bit of a
So
jump.
but they say, oh, but you've got more data.
I said,
We don't
I
need more
thought you
data.
can stuff that. So I went on to Uswitch and found a better deal.
Excellent.
And they assure me that the changeover will be
Seamless.
unnoticeable. Seamless was the word, yeah. The word I couldn't think of.
Jim says, did anyone see Wednesday's edition of Australian Armour and Artillery? I did not.
No, I have not. Tell us, Jim, what did we miss?
Some Australian armour and artillery.
What? What are the odds? So that's the Cairns Museum, I'd imagine.
I don't know.
Haven't been there, I should.
80 says, John, how come your tank has red and white stripes on it and Mikey has white and green stripes?
Yeah.
80 says, yes, you said Royal Marine.
Yeah.
There you go. That's the bad word you used, Royal Marine.
Oh right. Yeah, but it was in relation to crayons.
Yeah, it's looking all right.
I think I've done this wrong.
Oh, that's going to annoy me now, rattling around.
Dad, I think I've got it wrong again.
Have you put the machine guns in yet, Gary?
Well, not in as much as you've put them in.
Yes, they're done, look.
Excellent. You're doing yours like a light earth colour, have you?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. Nice.
A little bit of touching up to do on a couple of areas, but and I'm hopefully going to get the Firefly stencil down
Yeah.
in the next few days. Now I've got to remember what bloody what colour brown I used. I think it was middle stone I used. I might actually paint that. gunmetal, actually. Yes, that's what I'll do. I am attending the Armed Forces Day in Donington, Telford on Sunday, where I will be doing live model making with some of the members of my group at Telford Face to Face and Models for Heroes modelling group.
Well, may the sun shine on your endeavours.
Well, it doesn't matter because we're under a gazebo anyway, so. And
yeah, but it's bloody horrible if you sat there in the cold and rain in a gazebo.
Free tea and coffee as well, all day.
But Jim says the Aussies are beginning the restoration of their Grant tanks. Watch and see what is done. Very fun and cool to see for an armour geek, former metal fabricator. Oh, my dad's a welder.
Always quite fancied doing a Grant.
Yeah. And Kieran says, unfortunately, I have to leave early today. I'll watch the rest of the stream back later. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. See you tomorrow on Mikey's other stream. Yeah, thanks for coming, Kieran.
Cheers, Kieran. All the best, mate.
How cool is it that people actually want to watch the rest of the stream later on and stuff? I thought that was pretty cool.
It's quite shocking, really. It surprises me every time.
Yeah. Jim says, see you tomorrow, Kieran.
Yeah.
Kerry says, bye, Kieran. Have a good rest of your day.
Yeah. Kerry's not well at the moment.
Mom says, is she not?
No, she's got a bad cold. She sounds like she's been out for a night out with Tom Jones and they've been gargling with gravel.
Oh.
I thought you were going to say shut the poops.
No.
I was going to say, dude, don't tell the world that about your daughter.
So cold. See, you're making things up now.
The rumour is you have to wear constant incontinence pads.
So
it's surprising how we've all used similar colours and yet we still all come up with completely different looking tanks.
Yeah,
yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's my variation on a theme.
Yeah, I like it and I really enjoy doing it.
Yeah, I have. It's been great fun.
Yeah,
I shall miss it when it's gone, but it will be replaced by a Spitfire.
Yeah, I'm not great with aircraft, but it is what it is.
You don't have to be.
I think with aircraft,
I said we were good at this.
No, I never will be. It's a constant state of learning.
Indeed.
Indeedly mould in the uttermost.
I'm quite liking picking out all this detail. I'm liking the look of it.
Yeah. Now, let's reach across to the drawer. What colour is that?
Reach across.
Yes, that'll do.
Did you know that only 6 people liked our Monday stream?
Yeah, well, just because it was crap.
I think we have one unlike.
Did we? Probably.
I don't think.
Yeah. I can check that if you want.
Where is... There we are.
Yeah.
Maybe we didn't. I don't know. I thought we did. But hey,
I'll check it now.
it's not something I would ever lose sleep over. So
No. I shall check now.
nobody is forced to watch this rubbish.
Don't look too close. You'll probably find it was me.
John's unliking himself. Well, this one's got 12 likes so far. Oh dear. The Monday one got 6 downvotes.
Ooh.
Oh.
That makes it our worst stream yet.
Oh no.
Well,
That's it. Our career is over.
It's got 80 views.
We had our 15 minutes of fame. It's all over.
Yeah.
We'll be back to doing adverts.
80 views, 53, 7 likes, 6 dislikes.
That's not bad.
It is what it is.
Yeah. If you start worrying about likes and dislikes, you'll never do this thing before YouTube.
Desert dust.
No. Very true.
So,
The thing is, we've got our own little community, and we seem to be getting roughly the same viewing figures when we're live anyway. So
Well,
it's
you
all
know.
good.
I never wanted to do this for the views and the likes, that's for sure.
no,
Just building a kit with
company.
mates.
Yeah.
just having a laugh.
Yeah, having a laugh. And the beautiful bride.
Having a June, as they say. Bobbing along. No, you've just earwormed me. I will get you.
I love it when I do that with you because you end up getting so frustrated.
It's normally John that does it.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, that's always a bit.
That's the most earwormy song ever.
Steel.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, let's catch up with the
Yeah.
chat.
Well, before I'm throwing mud on this.
Hey. Kerry said she's not got the poops. It just means she can't sing for a few days.
Yeah. I'm supposed to have
Duke
a
said,
workshop on Saturday.
Oh, have we lost Mikey?
Have we lost Mikey, or are we still
Maybe he's
here?
frozen. I'm still here.
Are we
You're
still here, Mod?
Yeah. But
he's back. Oh no, he's
No, he's still here.
Well, I'll read that comment then.
there you go.
What nasty people put dislikes on? If you don't like it, just don't watch it. Rude sods. Absolutely right there. Life's too short.
Yeah, to be fair, the dislike button is there for a reason. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know.
So Karens can have a good whinge.
Karen's.
Jim says, sorry to hear about the not so good numbers from Monday's show. Perhaps my constant waffling about film history turned people off. Who knows, mate?
I don't think
Could be
anything
reason.
along those lines. You can please
Tiffany
some of the
says-
people some of the time.
Yeah.
I very much enjoyed it.
It's
At the end of the day, the Monday sessions are more about us getting to speak to the people that, or spend time with the people that we see every week in the chat and stuff, and people who want to be around the show. So I'm not too worried about that.
Nope.
Tiffany says it was probably Sonic. Who knows?
What, in his Frank Spector impression?
Yeah. Kerry said, Dad mentioned in tights. What? Tight.
Say, that's a reference to Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yeah. I love that film. Tight.
Yeah, that's the bit she's referring to.
Steve says. Steve says he found that interesting, Jim. Jim says, thanks, Steve. Duke says, I loved Sonic's impression.
Yeah, I was literally laughing out loud. So.
Jim says, let's have Sonic on regularly. I love his energy and enthusiasm. He can come on a Monday. How's that? Tiff's just got to keep him under control so he doesn't say something he shouldn't.
If Tiff left.
Erebus. It was John because his thumbs are the other way up, so it was actually 7 Australian likes. That's a great way to think about it, actually. I might call him that if you just said dislikes, call him Australian likes.
Yeah.
We're becoming a hit in Australia. Kay says, I'm off, gotta go get ready for have a great rest of the show.
See you later, love.
Bye.
Going back to the discussion we were having earlier about the beer Spitfire, I can't remember whether I've mentioned this before. I probably have, but when I do the Spitfire, I will be putting next to it a bust that I'm going to do of a Spitfire pilot.
Ooh.
Okay.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Spitfire on a wooden plinth with the bust next to it. So you'll have the Spitfire and then the bust sort of next to it.
Nice.
Be another foray into figure painting.
Yeah, it's quite good fun. I've still got a German one to do and a British World War I soldier to do.
It could prove quite interesting because last time I painted a figure and gave it to Jill, there's somebody at the door. Two seconds, chaps.
Sure.
Right there, old boy. I need a drink.
Oh, you're not wrong.
These new tablets make me really thirsty.
These pretzels are making me. Yeah, I didn't plan this too well. I didn't go and buy a long neck of beer before we began, so I was getting a little bit parched.
You apologise. Someone was at the door and I didn't think Marion had heard it.
It's quite all right. Quite all right.
I believe it was my delivery.
Ooh, what are you having delivered?
Well, it's either my acrylic shelves for my cabinet behind me, my new acrylic shelves, or it's my new magnifiers.
Ooh.
So we will find out. We might have a live unboxing in a minute.
Ooh. That's if Marion brings them up for you. She might not. Do you know what? I think other than that machine gun, this might have been the best model I've done so far.
Oh, he's called it.
He called it there. I heard him.
No, you've done some crackers. You know, I was most impressed with the fire truck, for instance. I like the Pink Panther you did too. That was very cool.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, for those who, the viewers that hadn't seen it, which is probably most of you, yeah, is made a Panther tank, but what color should I paint it? And yeah, he went for pink.
Yeah.
It looks really good.
Pink
Have you got a
and
handy?
abandoned in a field.
Is it? Have you got it on hand, Mikey? To show
No,
the
it's
audience?
upstairs. It's in Kay's room.
Okay then. Don't worry.
But I have got pictures of it on my Facebook that I can show you. If people want to see it, it's not a problem.
Well, people could just go to the Facebook.
They could. They go to my Facebook page. It's on there.
Yeah. Bearded Veteran Creates.
Yeah. That's if they have Facebook, obviously.
No,
If you
Jim
don't
does
have
not.
Facebook, then
Where have you been?
well, no, I wish if it wasn't for the Models of Heroes community and the Friends of Models Hero community, I don't think I'd have Facebook anymore.
Yeah.
No, it's
The only thing I really use it for is scale modeling.
It's a double-edged sword, I'm afraid.
Yeah. You use it for sending memes to me as well.
Well, yeah, I do that.
Pretty much every day.
Well,
Tiff has put a link into my Facebook page where all my models are. I also post quite a bit of content on there as well, such as links to history videos and stuff that I find interesting. I do need to start putting more on there, though.
Yeah, well, I've been very tardy. I've not posted anything to my. So yeah, skull modeling twins on Facebook. Yeah, I haven't been posting too much stuff there lately. Like I've done none of the Qatari build really, and none of the B-17. I just felt like I wanted to build them for me, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Problem I've got is I can't get really decent quality photos because I'm doing it on my phone because I can't be bothered to get my DSLR.
Yeah. But you're a bloody good photographer as well, Mikey.
Yeah, thank you. You're just full of compliments today, aren't you, dude?
Yeah, it's part of my facade.
Oh, it's fake then.
Yeah. Well, expect nothing less.
part of your facade.
A facade. Jim says, rig up an audio device to the Pink Panther playing the theme music.
Oh,
thing is, I made it. Yeah. The thing is, I made it for my wife because she wanted it. She wants as many different vehicles painted pink as possible for in a room. So I did the Pink Panther Land Rover with the driver having a photo shoot with some bikini models and things, which is also on my Facebook page. And a little guy hiding in the hedge trying to take sneak photos.
That was Skippins.
Yeah, it looked like Skippins as well, didn't it? And I've done that Pink Panther tank, and she also wants me to do a truck or something as well for her. And maybe a plane. Angie's happy.
Yeah, there's somebody out in the back. What you can't hear is next door's husky howling its proverbials off. So those spuds on the side just hang off those
the rail.
Yeah.
That's already built into the.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I haven't done. The pioneering tools. Right.
Pioneering tools.
Right, I got it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Spuds. Yeah, so next week it'll all be different, won't it? It'll all be building in modules and painting bits and
It's going to be interesting because it's got quite a bad reputation, that kit as well, hasn't it?
I don't know. Like a friend of mine said that he had trouble aligning the front end because it has an engine in it, but
Yeah.
it won't be a particularly well detailed engine because it wouldn't. If it was, it wouldn't fit under the nose. So the only way to find out is to build it. See how we go.
yeah, it'd be all right.
Yeah,
They
it'll be
say
alright.
in your part of the world, she'll be right.
Yeah,
She'll be right, mate. Export light.
we've got some
mate.
sort. We've
Export
got some
light,
degree of
mate.
skills.
Export light.
Say again.
We've all got some sort of skills, so we'll manage.
Speak for yourself. Don't you be bigging me up and
You're better than I am at aircraft.
writing checks. You're writing checks that my abilities can't cash.
Your aircraft look almost real.
That's very, very nice of you to say so, but I think John's much better than me.
It's very nice of you
Yeah,
to
but to
say
be
so,
fair,
but I
John
think,
takes 6 months to do what you do in a month.
yeah, well, you know, I think, let's face it, I think we're all fans of each other's. Like no matter what we do, I'm just like, oh, that's cool. Oh, I like that. So So Mikey does things that I don't dabble in. Speaking of which, I bought another diorama product today.
Ooh, he's got the book.
He's fallen down a
So
rabbit hole.
I had bought this previously. This is the blended turf, just literally scatter from woodland scenics. And I bought this one today. So it's a army painter. It's longer bits of grass. And it's almost the same colour,
Have,
but a little bit lighter.
have you got a static grass applicator?
No, because I asked a guy and he said, no, you don't need it for this one. You just sort of, like, you just throw it on. So these aren't for the Whippet. These are for the. Let me grab what I've got in mind.
You got him into dioramas.
All the local dogs are going absolutely harpic about something. So there you go. Yes. Well, it'd be Diorama Monday, won't it?
Yes.
Diorama Monday. That's what's going to be happening.
All right, he's back. Right. So I have previously, well, not too long ago, built a Spitfire. This is an Edward 48
Nice.
skull Spitfire with had
It's 48
the
scale. That's
Yeah.
huge.
uh,
The ICM one doesn't look that big, and that's 48 scale.
I reckon it'll be the same size because they're both 48 scale.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this has got the it's a brass in cockpit set and engine, and the gun bays. So I took and it's got stencils, which our mutual friend Mel cut for us, and so this is an Australian pilot in a Battle of Britain who was shot down over London. Well, he may not have shot down. He may have crashed into the plane he was shooting because he liked to get in close. And this aircraft is being restored up the road. It's about 150 k's north of me, anyway. So this, because I think it's bloody lovely. I've also got all the other accoutrements. So let's see. There we go. These are all the panels and everything else. So being brass. I know this is not Whippet stuff, but I think people might be interested. So if I put the canopy there.
And if they're not,
So
then they'll just have to give you some Australian likes.
Yeah, let's have some of them. So all the panels and everything else are really thin, and they're resin and all that sort of stuff like that. So I want to have them around. I'd like to display this by having it basically like by doing this plonk. I reckon it'd look better if I open the bag and put scatter around on a thing and then have bits of grass and all that sort of stuff. And apart from having the panels there and rearming the thing, which is why all Doesn't have dope on. Well, it does have dope, but it's got the holes for the guns at the front there. I've also got. Sorry, I'm taking all the time. This is an ICM RF crew, so they're not finished yet, but I'd like to have them sort of standing around the aircraft in sort of multiple poses and stuff like that. Yeah, so I have a bit of a plan, and there's also like an armament table and other bits and pieces to go with that in that kit. So like that hasn't been painted yet, but that'll be wood and yada yada yada. So basically, yeah, I'm going to have just sitting in a field, a paddock and stuff. So yeah, that'll be all right. But yeah, that's the idea. So I bought as I say, the army painter longer grass, battlefield grass, because that should look all right. So we'll give that a crack on a Monday, I think, after the Whippet base is done.
Yeah.
Look at me getting diorama stuff. Still have no idea. Never done one. But there we go.
It's all part of the fun.
I should be building my farmhouse.
Where do we get up to? Jim says huskies are such talkative and independent dogs. He also said Woodland Scenics. I have many of their products in my stash for diorama tools.
Oh, there you go.
Steve T says that Spitfire is gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
Jim says Spitfire looks awesome, John. Well done, mate. 5 stars.
Oh, cheers.
Steve says I'd put a couple of the panels on top of the wings too, like they've just been opened and pulled to one side. That would look good.
Yeah.
And Gary Evans says stunning job on that Spitfire, John.
It took a while to build. Fiddly, but oh my god, all the Edward stuff. There's so many. I think there's 52 wires in there alone. You know, it's a bit of work, but it's come up rather well, I think. Bugger. Oh no, I'm playing craps with my people. I put stuff in the wrong bag.
You're playing craps?
Yeah, just have a handful of RF personnel and just throw them across the field. Yeah. But once these are done, I mean, he's not going to be like the pile's not going to be climbing in and going for a fly because it's nowhere near in flying condition. But it's going to look alright, I think. As I said before, for a guy who doesn't do dioramas, I've got I'd like to do this one. Oh, it's a Mark 1 Spitfire, so it's pretty bloody good. Because the world can't have enough Spitfire models, I think. Now, where are we?
John single-handedly keeps Airfix in production.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But this is ICM and that's Edward. So.
Do you know what? I've not made an ICM aircraft yet. The Spitfire's going to be the first one.
Yeah. So this is the beer delivery. Spitfire. And as you can see, it's the same scale. Pretty odd.
What has been delivered to my house?
Actually, that's a really nice kit.
Yeah.
I do like ICM. Well, the ones I've made of theirs, the fit is just glorious. Really satisfying.
I love ICM. It's a really good kit.
Yes, Mr. Evans has an interview live next week with Gary Stuff. Has an interview live next week with.
Oh, he does, doesn't he?
The boss of ICM. I think she's the boss.
Yeah, next Tuesday evening.
Yeah.
You can tell us what time in the chat.
Yeah. I've just had
Actually, I'll mute myself while this is all sort of crinkly. I'll just go mute while I put it all back in the bag.
Go on then, go hush hush. Right, now we can say what we like.
Well, I can still hear you. I'm just muted. Have you done this before, Mikey?
That's the joke.
No. Wing it, mate. Wing it.
Yeah.
I've had some.
There you go. Tish put a link to Gary's stuff channel in the chat.
Yeah, please go. If you're not subscribers to Gary's stuff, you need to be.
Yeah. Gary's the guy that Gary bows down.
Excuse me, unwrapping all the goodies.
What did you get?
Some mixing cups, and this should be my new. I'm going to be disappointed, aren't I? My new.
There you go. The interview with Valeria, the managing director of ICM, is at 1 p.m. UK time next Tuesday.
Wonderful.
Make sure you tune in for that because that'll be really interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, it will be.
Let's go back to Jim. Obviously, that's it. Is the Hobby 2000 P38 kit an original Academy mold? And Gary says, don't judge ICM by that vintage of kit. No. I love ICM. ICM really good. My favorites. Gary also says, Jim, I think so. Jim says, can't have enough versions of the following Spitfire BF-109, Panzer IV, T-34, Sherman P-40, and a 0. Well, I've got 118 builds, yes.
Yeah. No, I agree with you there, Jim. They're all beautiful.
Jim says, Gary stuff looks to be an Academy mold. Thought perhaps it was Hasegawa at first. I have no idea. That's far too anorak for me. It is. I don't care who made the damn mold. I just care whether it goes together well.
There's so many panels.
So.
There we go. Back to the tank. Oh yeah.
9 people watching now. Hello to 9.
So I've got these.
How are we doing for time?
Yeah. You're gonna do technical bits so we can see what they look like. You just knock yourself on mute, Gary. Oh, I think so.
Yeah, I know. Marion was talking to me. Right. Okay. So I'm not sure this is going to work for me.
All right.
So I've got these.
Yeah. I'm afraid no ghost.
You are.
See you later. No. Yeah, leaving it. Right. So these have come. These are me new optivisors, apparently. Honest, I can't see a bloody thing. I really can't see. I've got.
Hang on, Gary. I want to show Kay.
These aren't going to work for me, are they?
What magnification are they? They must be. They look stupid, sort of close. Like how?
Oh, it does.
Like night vision goggles gone wrong. You've gone more blind by the look of it.
Christ alive! I can't get on with them.
Oh dear.
Oh, hang on. Hang on. Hang on.
Yeah.
I've taken some lenses out.
Oh, is it
Jeez.
multiple lenses?
apparently, I wonder if you can put them in. Wow.
Oh look,
Well,
a
I'll be
penis.
honest.
Hmm.
Be honest. It is when you get
Oh look, he found another penis.
when you get the item up close, you can really see the detail on it, but you've got to get
That's
it
what
so
she said.
close. I don't think it's going to work for me. Right,
Again,
maybe
that's what she said.
Maybe that wasn't a very good buy, Gary. Oh, Mrs. Morris will be so pleased.
Was that AliExpress?
It might have been.
48060.
The one you're banned from.
Might have been.
Gone blue. What's going on there?
I couldn't use it for modelling because. Jeez.
I think I need to get a paint shaker. There we go. All the pigments had sank to the bottom.
Oh, I just looked up Scalemate, so the beer delivery Spitfire. Yeah, so new parts. This kit came out in 2017 with the beer barrels, but the kit itself dates back to 2001. Yeah, tell you what, it doesn't look so bad. We'll find out by building it, eh?
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be that much of a struggle. It's ICM,
got
like as I
it
say,
wrong, yeah.
I've been impressed with everything else I've done of theirs.
See, what we should have done is done it on an evening so we could have had a drink of beer at the same time.
Oh no, it's
We
bad
could
for
anyway,
you.
like, but
Beer's not good for you. You know that, boys. Come on.
yes, we absolutely do not condone drinking.
It's like Mr. Magoo. Wah, wah, wah. No, I don't think they're going to work for me.
No,
Your beloved wife, rest easy. I shall carry on being Minion Man.
so they don't have like there's not
There's
multiple
no
lenses fitted. No adjustment.
There's no adjustment on it whatsoever.
Hmm.
Jim says, Gary stuff, whatever the manufacturer, I look forward to seeing the Lightning come together. You build some cracking models. Some cracking good models. He does. That's why our Gary bows down to him whenever he sees him. I mean, if his knees would take it, he'd drop to them and all.
Easy. Oh well, you can stretch these. Didn't know that. Much playing of those later. There's some strange men walking about outside.
Well, everyone would look strange if you're wearing those goggles.
The dogs are not enjoying the whatever's going on. Anyway, back to this. So
I'm liking the look of this one as well. Yeah.
do.
Gary Stuff says in the middle of the ICM V26 at the moment. It's an awesome thing. Yeah.
It is. It
I
is.
can't wait to see what World War One stuff they bring out next year. ICM. Because this year they've outdone themselves.
Oh,
Well,
With that,
really,
Hamden coming out shortly, or next year.
well, and you can. There's a competition you can enter on their webpage where you can suggest a kit for them to build, and if they
Yeah.
build it, I believe if they build it, you get your
You get the
name
first
in
one.
there. You get the name in your name in their catalogue for next year, and they will give you a copy of the kit itself.
Yeah. I've already put my suggestions in.
I put one in
I-
yesterday.
I haven't. I shall. I want a CA31, we call it an Avon Sabre.
John wants
I
a lobotomy.
I would like a 172nd Blackburn Beverley.
Oh
Wow.
yes, like the one in Get Some In.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because my dad was an air quartermaster on Beverleys,
Mm.
and it's most underrepresented. The only kit I think is out there is a I forget the name. It's not Novo, but it's a 1/144th, I think. Beverley.
Yeah.
It's quite an old moulding.
So I was watching Get Some In the other week, and I saw that plane. I thought, I wonder if they do any kits of that.
Yeah, my dad was an air quartermaster before they became air loadmasters on Beverley's in Aden.
Oh, there you go.
Mm. Did Aiden know?
Yeah, I'm afraid Aden did know,
They didn't like it.
and they did not like it.
Mm.
Oof.
Mucking that up nicely, John.
Oh, just disguising poor workmanship. It's lovely.
I was looking at a reference photo of Firefly, the one I'm doing,
You.
and the reference photo that I was looking at, the actual recognition markings were so faded, you had to look hard to actually notice that they were there.
Yeah.
So I will probably slap quite a lot of mud over that.
Yeah. We could always
And
put some rust and stuff like that over it, couldn't you?
Yeah. I will be using AK European Earth.
Yeah.
MIG's Wet Mud. Wet
Oh, yeah.
Mud. But that will go in it'll be in the farmyard scene that I'm going to depict it in.
I have to get the vacuum cleaner out
Yeah.
after this.
At the moment, I'm doing I'm messing about with me spuds. For now. You seem to
Yeah. Look,
It's like it's like I'm powdering my face. I'm just the occasional blow. So yeah, I mean, I tell you what, just having this pigment.
did you just say you're giving it the occasional blow?
I did hear that, and I wasn't going to mention anything about it.
Yeah. No. What would I say anything like
Liar.
that? No, why would I say anything like that? I'm live on the interwebs. That could be taken out of context.
New duty rumor.
God, 80 must be keeling over laughing.
I don't even know if Brady's still in here.
He's probably fallen asleep.
Well, don't blame him.
Yeah, he does work hard.
Working on the basis that there's 2 hours of his life he'll never get back.
Oh yeah, well, so far 22 hours of my life wasted on of this show, and and all our wonderful viewers. I mean, yeah, sorry about that waste of time. I'll tell you what. So we've
Good luck.
got 25 minutes left of the Whippet build. Then
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
It's quite sad, really, isn't it?
Well,
It's like the end of an era.
it has been. It's been.
Yeah, but
fun.
it's due though, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
It's it's a great subject. I'm glad we chose it to do it in this forum is like just extra bit of fun. But certainly as I explained to Paul, like I said while we are at Telford, we went to Telford. He was on the trip. He said, "So why do you like do this stuff online with the guys?" And I said, "Well, apart from modelling, which is always fun, having bench time." The social interaction with you guys on Friends of Models for Heroes, and of course the Models for Heroes live stream and all that sort of stuff. It's been a lot of fun, and it's funny as on occasion as well. So with the odd occasional in jokes and stuff like that, it's just been really good friends I've found
Yeah.
with
this is one of the positive things about the internet is it can make the world a smaller place.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had highs and lows on there, haven't we? Like we've had days where we couldn't stop laughing to the point where we couldn't breathe. And then we've had other days where we've all basically hugged round one of the guys who's crying.
Oh yeah.
Haven't we, John?
Yes.
Yeah, well, in the last, what have we been doing? Well, Friends of Models for Heroes is a year old in July.
Yeah.
The Discord side of it. Friends of Models for Heroes itself is probably officially about 2 or 3 years old. But we only went as a club last year in April, and we only started the disc in July. And some of the guys have had their struggles during it, and we've helped them. But most of the time, it's just been a giggle. And may it remember that. Like that.
Jim says,
just get this
confession time. I have 3 ICM kits in my stash that are unbuilt.
Ooh.
Well, they're no good unbuilt in your stash, are they?
Well, now, if we're doing confessions...
Yeah.
I have...
This is my confession.
This 1/72 Ural. This is the kit that was the Mooseru Cup build.
Ah, yes.
That over our neck of the woods, Mr. Skiffins was doing before he took a wobble. And I got this kit from Amazon. It was only a tenner to build along with him. Oh my God. How complicated was this kit?
Do you know what? I have 2 possibly the best ICM kits to brought out in recent years. One of them is the US ammunition truck that Mr. Evans sent me. And the other is the American Expeditionary Forces set that I won from Mystery Box Nick.
Yeah.
That is phenomenal. 3 trucks, 7 soldiers. No, 2 trucks, 7 soldiers, and an ambulance.
We'll finish this.
Let's catch up on comments. So, Jim says, if I may make my suggestions, Boomerang and Wirra Way, 2 aircraft that have been overlooked by today's model makers.
Yes.
No idea what they are. Jim says, remember the armor modeler's refrain and default mechanism, cover it with mud. Yeah.
Boy, will I be using a lot of mud.
Duke says, I have loved wasting time with you guys. Oh, we love wasting time with you too.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
This one's particularly lovely comment. Gary Stuff says, couldn't do without Friends and Models for Heroes. Keeps me on the legal side of the whole sane, insane boundary. Oh,
It is wonderful.
Very
So
nice.
Gary has been turning up on the Discord server quite a
Yeah.
bit recently, and
He's
then
a regular now.
obviously he doesn't need
Yeah.
to be there. So obviously he would only tune in if he wants to, and obviously we like his company as much as he likes ours. So it's a good place to be. It makes
I don't know why he likes ours, like.
yeah, I enjoy it. So ICM. So this is one of the kits that I have built. It's Edward boxing of an ICM kit. This is Camp Stift. Edward limited release sort of thing. Where are we? So it's a Doinia 17Z. So this is the one from the Battle of Britain and all that sort of stuff. In fact, you can see it's flying over London, map of London, blah blah blah. So I've built that one. Oh, so this one was wonderful. Lovely. It's all sorts of photo etch and goodies and stuff in there. So that one was donated to me from a very generous modeler called Crazy Locha, who lives in
Oh
Florida.
yes.
It was a fundraiser for the Dutch version of Models for Heroes called Models for Veterans, and it was a 48 and 48 build over a weekend. And while I was sleeping, they had an auction. He bought that kit from Florida and then had it shipped. He paid for postage as well. Had it shipped from Holland to here, so that was wonderful.
Wow.
But I've just broken it getting out of the cupboards. This is one I'd built previously. This is how it's just an absolute cracker of a kit. I'll need to fix the antenna, but
Lovely.
compared to a Lancaster,
Let's put it on the big screen.
it's a very small bomb load, isn't it? So yeah, this is you can see. Well, they called it the flying pencil because it had a very thin rear fuselage, and from the side it's just long and skinny and everything else. Nowhere near, but there's got all the stuff inside. Probably the glare and all that sort of stuff, but it's all having the Edward photo etch sort of color panels and all that sort of stuff. It was such a wonderful build. And it's one of my favourite planes. And again, as an intervention, Paul will say, what the hell? There's a book that we read as kids called Fighter by Len Dighton. And it was describing the Battle of Britain and all that sort of stuff like that. And the Doinia 17 featured heavily in that. And I just fell in love with the plane then. And it was just a cracker of a build. So I am looking forward to another ICM kit.
Yeah.
I haven't built too many. I've built a Model T Ford and a couple more, but they're good.
Tell you what, I have got. It's an
Mm.
ICM, a 124th Ford Model T Paris taxi.
Oh, that one, yeah.
It's going to be beautiful.
I built a few ICM vehicles. The Spitfire will be, I'm sure the Spitfire is my first ICM aircraft.
Yeah, my first ICM aircraft as well. We're popping out ICM aircraft cherries.
Oh, yeah. And it sounds like an unpaid advertisement for ICM, but here's one more. So this is their 24 scale Model T.
Oh, wow.
Delivery van. Isn't that beautiful? Lovely little kit. Isn't that nice? And it's got the full engine and everything else. It's just a really
the engine
nice
details in the ICM kits are brilliant, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't see some of this, but it's all there. It's just that was the fit was just delicious. He says as he broke off the.
I love the brass work on it, John.
Yeah, I wouldn't say an issue, but I went through a couple of brands looking for the best shade of brass that I was happy with. Let's glue that back on. But yeah, this is just.
You're gonna have to stop showing your models off, John. You keep breaking them.
Not wrong. Well, all these moved house as well, so maybe that was part of that. Anyway, I'll move that aside now. Back to the tank.
I wonder, have I got a spare Hotchkiss machine gun?
I do not. I've used all 4 of mine. They're still in place.
Or mine.
No, I've got 3 spare spuds. Yeah, never mind. Let's have a look.
I'll fix that antenna later.
Gary stuff says, John, I really do need to be there sometimes. Yeah, I know the feeling.
Yeah.
Jim says, awesome kit, John. Love the flying pencil.
Yeah, such a nice build.
I'm actually quite
The RAF
liking
had the
how-
Hamden, didn't they? That was their flying pencil.
Yes.
Yeah. Look at me talking like I know what you're talking about.
Well, so here's a
Which will be another ICM kit. Are they doing a Hamden
Yeah.
as well?
just to explain to Mikey. So this is a Hamden.
Ah, yes.
So this is a Valom kit. Very skiddy. So you can see from the fuselage there, it's a long, skinny thing, but it's only as wide as a pilot shoulders. So
Yeah.
really thin fuselage. Yeah. But yeah, I see him doing one of these in 48 scale.
Stuart has just popped in.
Hello, Stuart.
Hello, Stuart.
Says, hi all. Hello, Stuart.
Welcome,
we go.
sir.
Yeah.
I've
So
got
we've
stuff
got
spread around me now.
13 minutes, well, 12 and a half minutes left.
No, it's gone again. Just flies by. We've had World War III breakout with the dogs out there.
Do you know what I think
And
over
the
time I
delivery
might do more weapons.
So again,
What's that,
Mikey.
Gary?
The delivery of magnifiers that I would never be able to use.
Yeah, I think over time I'll do a little bit more weathering on this. I'm quite liking it with all the little rust bits on it. Stuart says, Buzz busy, we'll catch it all later. Not a problem. Just make sure to give it a like.
Yeah. So I reckon with 15 minutes ago, or well, 12. This is me done. So yeah, if you can zoom in on me one more time, please, Mike, that'd be lovely. So
Yes.
I'm gonna call this one finished. It's looking dusty and all that sort of stuff. I quite like the look of this. It looks rugged. It's very clean underneath, but you know, it's come up all right. And as I said, like for a guy who doesn't do armor, and this is probably 4th or 5th actually like tracked vehicle I've ever done. You know, that's looking all right.
Yeah.
And of course, on the Mondays, I don't know if we're going to call it Diorama Mondays or whatever, but the plan for this, if you didn't tune in, is I've got a section of cobblestone. There's a fan cobblestone. It's a resin base. And I'll paint that up. And then I've been building, a wall. So this is just like plaster rendered and then a bit broken away. So this will have, the plan is to have a bit of, whether it be putty or some such in between the two, and then, paint that. And that'll be behind the tank like that. Well, let's go sideways because it's all a bit squarish in that once that goes on lower. It's not much larger than the tank, but you know, it basically should be just sort of putting away. And I've got a little sort of Frenchy looking sign to go on the wall as well. So
c'est magnifique.
C'est magnifique. So so that's so that as far as the Whippet, Whippet good. It's good tank. Good
Whippet real.
good build. The main kit has been lovely. and there's no issues there.
Yes.
I've come close to. I've nearly broken one of the guns off there. It's a bit bent in the middle, but
Yeah, mine's
it's
gone
been
inside.
a fun build, and yeah, if you like what you see, well, I'm not saying this is like a lot of people do armor better than I could or whatever, but it's been fun.
Stop with the self-deprecation.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
but,
you're right.
but Stuart says, Gary stuff. Any news on NXT interview? Yes, it's happening next Tuesday at 1 p.m. on Gary stuff. Stuart says it already hit the thumbs up. Thank you very much, buddy.
Thank you.
Duke says, have you finished it yet, John?
I've finished it.
And
You can put that one to bed now.
Kerry Ann isn't here to see it.
Oh, well, yeah. Of course, like everyone else, she'll watch it back because you won't give her a choice.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's finished.
Ariba says, doesn't do armor, makes an amazing model of armor.
Well, you know, it's not like saying watching. Who is he? Oh, nah, can't remember. Yeah, name's gone. Nah, yeah, just like, you know, I've never painted a figure before, and look at this, bang. Yeah, it's certainly not amazing, but it's I'm happy with it. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
I generally do aircraft because I know what I'm doing, but that's okay.
It's your thing.
Fine. Just fine. It's good. Good.
Yeah. Stuart says, cheers. Jim says, on my way to a pancake breakfast. Thanks for the great show. See you tomorrow, Mikey. You will indeed.
Cheers, Jim. Thank you for tuning in as usual.
Yes.
I hope it's not IHOP.
Stuart
It's pretty awful copy.
Stuart was saying was making a paint booth before. Ooh, that'll be fun. Isn't he? Says MDF fan, and hope it works. I can't see why it wouldn't.
You should do. I've now got my spray booth up and running again, and I am so pleased. So that's good.
Oh, that won't do.
Well, my Whippet is nearly there. There's a few jobs to do that I'll probably try and get done before Monday. The recognition markings are done. The machine guns are installed.
I think what I'm going to do is do little bits over time.
Yeah, I have spuds on one side. I've got the rear.
Sorry, Mikey. Can we zoom in on Gary, please?
We certainly can.
The rear rack installed for the spuds at the back. They'll go on later today. Then I'm going to give it. I'm going to put the stencils on, the Firefly stencils. That will be done, and then it will be ready to be muddied up for the diorama on Monday. So got a few jobs to do on it before Monday. Touch wood. Well, I'm not available Sunday because I'm busy all day. So yeah. I might be working on this on Saturday on the club session.
Yeah.
But
to be honest, I've not really enjoyed the B-17, so that's why I seem to be doing it at the minute. Just working on wheels.
Yeah, but it's aircraft, and it's not your aircraft. Isn't your first?
Yeah, it's not what I really enjoy.
No.
Unless it's World War
I. Dodged a bullet there, didn't I?
Not yet, you haven't.
Back in a sec.
Mikey, you'll have to cut a hole in the bottom of the tank to get your gun back. Yeah, sod it. It's battle damage. They've lost the gun.
Yeah.
To be honest, if you look there, I actually did cut the back door open. There you go, thanks, Steph. I did actually open the back door so that I could get it out last time. It's just fallen back in, so just not very well designed, that bit. And I'm not undoing that because I quite like the weathering and stuff on it.
Yeah,
I'll be opening this letter later because it's from His Majesty's Revenue and Customs.
Yeah. Stuart says,
Yeah,
"Want to try
sure.
outlaw paints? Got no extraction in my build area, so fingers crossed it's good." Yeah, it should be. One thing you can do is put the hose going into a cardboard box full of kitchen roll, and then tape it up and seal it up with duct tape.
Yeah.
Because that way, then all the paint fumes goes into the box, and it's caught up in all the kitchen roll.
Yeah.
So that's what I've
You
done.
do need some.
Eh?
You do need some form of extraction when you're
Yeah.
spraying, and also a respirator.
See, they're no use for me because of my beard. You won't see it.
Shave your beard off, mate.
No.
Just no.
No. I look like a 14-year-old boy, a fat 14-year-old boy, when I'm clean shaven. I really do.
Like a story that's got nothing to do with anything. I was at Frontline Hobbies, brick and mortar shop earlier today. Met a couple of mates there from my model club, hobby, Newcastle and Hunter Scale Modelling Society. Anyway, so one of the guys bought a Qatari Spitfire kit, the Brian Lane one. It comes with a resin figure of Brian Lane in it. And he opened the box, and someone had flogged the resin figure from it. Bloody unbelievable, isn't it? Yeah. So they had a couple more in stock. They found one withered, so he took that one. But the store were just like, God, I wish people wouldn't do that. I mean, the kit it's on special at the moment, 132 Australian, down from about 190. But I just can't imagine. I've not done that. I don't open kits in stores to flog bits.
Well, to be honest,
anybody watching.
If I'm in a bricks and mortar shop, which nowadays is not very often, if a kit isn't sealed, I won't buy it.
Right, yeah, because none of these are sealed particularly, but they let me open whatever I want because they know me, and they know I won't take it in.
Yeah, different if you're online on an auction site. There are several auction sites out there, eBay being one of them, but there are specific modeling auction sites out there. They are generally second-hand kits, so But if I'm in a shop, if it's not sealed, then I won't buy it.
Anyway,
get through these comments,
please.
Squarish, aka James, says, "Cheers for another great stream. You're most welcome, James. Are you doing Goblin Quest tonight as well, James? Just wondering." Stuart says, "We'll try that, Mikey. Thanks. No problems." Gary Stuff says, "Hose it into the top of a bucket of water. I'll try and get the video online very soon." Excellent.
Oh, that's an interesting one.
Yeah. Gary will be peeing in a bucket for weeks.
Yeah.
Stuart said, "Been waiting for that video at Gary Stuff." And Ariba says, "Closely shaven veteran creates doesn't sound as good." It doesn't.
Oh, I'm off tomorrow morning, by the way. We have a thing at our local base. They're doing an exercise. It's a graduation from TOCU, the F-35 course. So we've got 40 odd aircraft launching about 5 in the morning, and they come back about 8, 9 o'clock. Half of the squadrons protect the base and the other half try to attack it. So they do literally dogfighting over the base. I've never seen it because whenever they've done it, since my posting here, I've been, say, up in Townsville or one of the deployed bases launching the jets to fly down.
Right.
But that should be interesting. I've never seen it. And we've got C models, the F-35C on base at the moment. Americans have come to play. So that should be interesting. So I'll let you know how that goes. I have to get up bloody early.
Be interested in that, John.
Yeah. Be bloody loud. I'll be taking my earplugs.
Yeah. Cool.
Molded earplugs.
So, last show.
Isn't it pretty? Looks like chewing gum.
So that's the last. Go on, Mikey.
Yeah. So as Gary was going to say, the last Whippet build show, which has been really good actually. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's been great.
Next week we'll be back at the same time, but we'll be doing the Spitfire, which will be interesting. Yeah. So
And the
Gary, do you
Whippets
want to do?
will be reappearing on the Monday show as we work our way through the diorama and various other things. Oh my God, that's close.
I thought your image had frozen there. Gloriously bearded veteran.
Gloriously bearded.
Oh no, that's another guy, isn't it?
Well, yeah,
oh, there we go.
That's our Rory.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
oh God,
Rory Rory the gloriously bearded. James says, I am indeed. See you later for some Goblin Insights. Yeah, it's going to be fun, mate. We've got some new people joining the group as well. So that's going to be even more fun. We'll be starting a new game.
Cool.
Awesome.
Yes. So, thank you for joining us today. Really appreciated it. I really appreciated your support. I mean, this is what, episode 12?
Yes.
So that's 24 hours worth of content. And you've stood by us with it, and we really appreciate it.
Yeah. And, let us know what you like and what you don't like. Because, in
a nice way.
We're not doing this for our own self-gratification. It's to entertain and to do something for the hobby. So if there's things you don't like, let us know. We're approachable.
What's also cool is, if we weren't doing this live on YouTube or whatever, we'd still be sort of talking amongst ourselves like this on Discord, on the Friends of Models with Heroes Discord server. It's much the same thing, and it's it's this pleasant. It's a good place to be. Yeah. So Gary does the spiel every week about what it is. If you would like to join, pay $12 a calendar year?
£12 a year if you're over 18, yeah.
It's about 180,000 Australian dollars, but it's money well spent, I think. And we just, we're not there online all the time, but a lot of the time, say if we're at our desk, I'll just turn on the Discord thing, and if I'm there by myself, like yesterday, and then within 10 minutes, we had I think 4 people.
Quite a lot on yesterday.
And it was just, it's a nice, bit of banter and stuff like that. It's good company.
Yeah.
So it's worth the subscription fee. Yeah.
It is. Considering it's only £1 a month.
Yeah.
Duke says, looking forward to the Spitfire build.
Not as much as I am. I'm sure.
They're looking forward to it a lot more than I am. Put it that way.
You'll be fine, Mikey.
Yeah.
Steve says, great stream, guys. Thanks. Thank you, Steve.
Cheers, Steve.
And Modmin says, thank you all for joining and welcome to the new guys. We shall be live again with the Bearded Vet and Steph tomorrow. We'll be continuing the road in Albatross. Yes, we will.
Albatross.
That's nearly coming to an end as well, We're nearly done it.
Wow.
And we're going to have some I think we're going to have some interesting shows coming up on a Friday as well.
Yeah, well.
And we may be starting a Wednesday show as well. Me and Steph. And that should be interesting.
Say me then. I don't know anything about this.
We've been coming up with some interesting ideas, and I think you guys will like it.
Well, I'll be tuning in regardless.
Yeah.
And giving the Australian thumbs up.
Excellent. Right.
All right.
Thank you all for joining us. Don't forget, I'm back here 11 o'clock tomorrow. And us three, reprobates, will be back at 2 p.m. on Monday, which is about half past eternity on the Australian side.
I can't remember. What
8
time
p.m.
is that?
John's time, isn't it?
8 p.m.
No,
8 p.m.
No, it's not, because 11 a.m. is 8 p.m.
Oh no, it was 11 p.m.
Yeah.
Australian Eastern Standard Time.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, 11 p.m.
yeah.
So John will probably be on the
There you
box wine and slightly sloshed.
Shush.
Anyway,
Right then.
thanks all for joining us.
Thank you for
and
joining
we'll
us.
see you again soon. Thank you, everyone.
Ta-da.
Bye.
Bye.
Um,
Hit the